Owen, put on some Planet Rock or something, will you?
Yeah, can do. Oh, we've got no dab.
Ah. Should we go home and fit one then? Let's do that. Right, so I guess we better fit an aerial so I can go back to being chauffeured around and listen to music I want to listen to. Right, so with this car, we're going to fit this style of shark fin that we always fit, basically. They don't come silver like this. We've had it body coloured, so it ties in nicely with the car. They come black, and to be fair, they look perfectly smart, and a lot of aerials you get are black anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But this is a German-made shark fin antenna that we always fit, and they come with DAB and FM, or DAB FM and GPS. So then that would then route down into your head unit or your radio and go from there. This little red cable is a power cable and it has a built-in amplifier, so it just amplifies the signal, makes everything better. And then obviously with it being on the roof, it's got the highest, clearest point for picking up signal and things like that. So, things you're going to need for doing this. The loom that comes with it is, for this one, we've got 3 different looms. We've got the FM loom, and we've got the DAB, and then we've got the GPS. Now what we'll do is we'll do like a quick little run through of how we always prep these using cloth tape. You don't have to use cloth tape, you can just use normal electrical tape, but it is best to try and tape it together as a loom, so it stops vibrating and stuff in your car, but also it makes it loads easier for running like 3 cables as one all the way through the car, otherwise you're fine with everything, it all becomes a bit of a faff. So we'll prep that, make that nice and covered and ready to go basically, and we'll also run in at the same time an extension of red cable which is going to attach to the power cable, because that will be running forwards so it can pick it up an ignition. I can't talk. And then, so that's cable, cloth tape and those. Obviously you're going to need cable ties for routing along looms. We're going to follow the loom that runs down in this car. Normally we go through the roof because a lot of newer cars have a loom that goes through the roof, but this one doesn't. And if we were to like duct tape it to the roof or something, it could come off, but also it's probably going to get away of all the sound deadening and stuff we're going to do at a later date. So we're just going to stick with the loom that runs through the car down low. So cable ties, obviously cutters for getting ready of cutting off your cable ties. Strippers for prepping your cables and things, crimpers for replacing or crimping the power cable that we need to crimp on, because it does come with a little female spade, but I prefer to use little bullet crimps, so I'll use those. So that's it for everything for fitting it, but we also need to remove the old one. So the old one on these has got a 22mm socket required for the nut. So we can undo that, and then we can do up the new one with a 24, I think it is, 24. Now the nice thing about this is, it makes our life loads easier, is this has already got an aerial fitted to it, that once we remove it, there's a square hole cut in the roof already, which mates up really nicely with the square hole that's in the bottom of this. But these can obviously be fitted to any car you want, basically. You just have to drill a 20mm hole in your roof, which sounds daunting, but it's not too bad once you've done it enough times. And then you've got the choice of 2 different O-rings, one that's just a straight up O-ring, which we'll probably use for this, and then one that is a square to kind of round adapter, which would then fill your 20mm hole. And then you'll also see we've got some silicone here just for an extra little bead, just to protect, to make sure there isn't any water that gets through. But to be fair, when you see this one come off, there's nothing from factory anyway, and that I don't think they've ever leaked. So you don't need to do it, but we just do it as like an extra thing. So that's enough of me rambling on. Let's have a quick look at taking that one off, and then we'll start fitting it. Right, so if like us, you've thought ahead and stripped out 80% of your car already, then getting to your aerial is going to be really, really easy. So as you can see, this is just a simple FM single cable coming down. So we're just going to do this nut, disconnect the cable. Once that's disconnected, we can probably, actually there's a little carrier up here, we could probably fold that back and clip it into there, and then it's not going to rattle around and things like that. And then we can jump out and take it off. So. There we go. Right, there's a nut that comes off, and it has a little channel here for the cable to go through, and our new one has exactly the same setup base. It's all just a bit bigger, but obviously we can show you that as that's going in. So now what we'll do is we'll unplug this little plug here. Then the aerial's ready to come out, and I'll see if I can just clip that up into here somewhere, ready for it to be tucked away. There we go, that'll sit up in there. We can maybe cable tie it or something just in case it falls down. But yeah, it's as easy as that really. Don't have to cut a hole. So let's go onto the roof. So we'll just take this out. There we go. Old aerial out. This one has some sort of like, either there was a bit of rubber seal on it or something. So we'll peel all that off. We'll get all this cleaned up with some sort of like alcohol wipe or something. Yeah, we'll clean all this up, and then we'll give it a decent dry off and then a proper clean up, so that when we put our one on, then the sealant is obviously going to seal to it nicely, and also it means that like the little rubber skirt that kind of grips down onto the roof, there's nothing underneath it that then creates any other gaps or anything like that. And then yeah, like I said, a couple times now really, because we've already got a hole in here that's all painted and everything, we don't have to worry about, you know, rust protection or anything like that, because it's all good to go, nice and easy to fit. So it then becomes a really nice, easy mod. So let's, we'll get on with prepping the aerial, some sort of cool little montagey type arrangement, and then we'll chuck it in. So all the cables routed in and aerials all fitted. Where the plugs are, because they're little hard plastic plugs, if they're resting against the roof, they can sometimes rattle and bounce around and stuff. So I fitted some foam on it, tore it, fitted some more foam, so now it's extra padded. And then we've used a gazillion cable ties to route down following all the loom. Obviously you don't have to do that, but we do, purely because then we know that when we're putting all the panels and stuff back on, the cable stays right out of the way, and you're not going to run into a situation where you're kind of clipping on and the loom gets in the way, and then you clip it and you clip down onto it, pinch it, ruin it. because then it's just annoying. Then you have to sort it all out. So yeah, then we ran obviously all the way down here, got nice and close and personal. So if you've got a friend you can do that with, it always helps. And then followed all the loom up along underneath the glove box and everything. And then we've ended up at the front where the Alpine is going to go, and we've got the perfect amount of cable. So we've got our various connectors now here ready to go, and our red that we can hook into an ignition. So that's it really. That's how you fit a shark fin antenna. I couldn't think what it was then. But yeah, that's how you fit it. The only step that you would have otherwise, if you didn't already have a hole in your roof, is just marking out and then making sure you use a nice sharp 20mm hole saw to cut through, and then just have something there to catch like all the swarf and stuff. But it's not too bad. It's worse than you think it is having to do that. Owen gets a bit panicky about doing it because he doesn't like cutting holes in people's vehicles. But you know, seasoned professionals are all good at it. But yeah, so there you go. That's another episode on the Golf. So I think we'll just sign off there and we're all good. Check out the next episode. See you soon. Right, go on and chuck in the address for caffeine&machine and we'll go get some food.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I can't seem to do that.